Hey guys, and welcome back to my YouTube channel. I must preface this by saying that this was never a video I thought I would be making, but I feel like this is the sort of stuff that needed to happen. One, because I feel like this is part and parcel of my purpose in the manner that I speak and what I speak of. This is quite literally everything to do with that. And secondly, as I've always said before, that if this can be something that someone looks at and is like, oh my gosh, you've actually helped me with sharing that story, then for me, I feel like that's worth having gone through that. If you could kindly press the subscribe button, that would be highly appreciated. Without further ado, let's get straight into it. Firstly, it's so crazy because I spent one of the best New Year's Day that I've ever spent. And, on our way back, we were stuck in traffic and it looked like a zombie apocalypse. At least that's how I felt in that moment. And I don't know if this is like foreshadowing or whatever the right word is for it, but a couple of weeks later, this is what my country looks like.
Mesdames et messieurs de la presse, la République démocratique du Congo traverse l'une des périodes les plus sombres de son histoire récente, marquée par une crise sécuritaire d'une gravité alarmante à l'est de notre pays, menée par les forces de défense du Rwanda, RDF, et leur supplétif M23.
The M23 rebel group has been making gains in the east of the country against the government forces. Now it's reported that Rwanda troops have crossed the border in support of the rebels.
Seen this building up, but it's now reached a point where hundreds of thousands of people who have already been displaced are being displaced once again.
Stratégiques tels que Katale, Louchébéré, Massissi Centre, provoquant le déplacement de millions de civils, détruisant des infrastructures vitales et commettant des violations massives de droits de l'homme.
Just what looked like dozens of people with their lives on their backs moving deeper into Goma. Then we heard arms fire and we were attacked. So even here, which is their final safe haven, their final hope, they are not safe.
Goma was one of the last safe havens in the eastern part of DRC. People are fleeing, not knowing where to go. Their children and whatever belongings they could pack on their bags. The UN says at least 178,000 people have been displaced since January.
There's a rejection of African standby force by the imperialist forces and the West because they benefit out of the instability of DRC and Africa in particular. If there is any country that was messed up right from the beginning was DRC. They have been destabilizing that country for many years because they want those minerals in the DRC.
These same people who are fighting, right, for their rights, didn't come from here.
So let me ask this directly, Mr. President. Today, on the 3rd of February, does Rwanda currently have any troops at all in eastern DRC?
I don't know.
You're the commander-in-chief.
Yeah, there are many things I don't know. But if you want to ask me, is there a problem in Congo that concerns Rwanda and that Rwanda would do anything to protect itself? I'd say 100%.
Does this risk a war in the region?
I don't know. I don't think anybody is interested in war.
They even created illegal landing strips to land in DRC, to steal directly from DRC and leave. There's nothing revolutionary about M23. Yes, we understand the dynamics of those who are found in that region and the leadership of DRC ill-treating them. But what is important is we cannot allow black-on-black violence. In whose interest is that? Why do you take up arms to kill other fellow Africans?
Dieu avec nous, nous ne commettrons pas d'erreur. Vivre pour nous, ce n'est pas être ivre de douleur. Vivre pour nous, c'est se battre pour cet honneur. Vivre, c'est s'élever et défendre la cause. Vivre, ce n'est pas céder à ce que l'ennemi nous propose. Congo, relève-toi et défends ta cause. My biggest goal for 2025 was for me to attend a film school, and I found one that I was super happy with, one that I knew would bring about many an opportunity. I'd done the interview and everything went great. You know, we'd done all the payments and everything, and it was set. I was accepted, and 2025 was the year where I go and I become a filmmaker the old-fashioned way. And this is how it happened. Already picked the main subject, film and TV. Second subject, photography. Let's go. Third subject, production design. Let's go. Fourth subject, screenwriting. Where is it? Here we are. That's my journey starting, man. Do you know what I'm saying? Today, I get my South African visa. Let's go. Yes, that's it. It's all done. Ah, it feels so surreal, but I'm ready. I'm ready. Be good to me. So, a light rain, but let's go. So I just came back. Well, I say just came back, but really, we've been here like over an hour now. Everything went good the second time around, and they are gonna call me in like, I think a couple of days, to be fair, because there was a girl that was like there on Monday and then she came back today, so that was like 3-4 days. Maybe Monday, Tuesday, they call me to say like, yo, come get your visa, you know. But anyways, this is me. I've now been starting to think about like how I'm going to surprise Nyanka, but that's gonna be fine. Once my passport's in there, I'm gonna go berserk. That's going to update the vlog. Yeah, pray for me. So I just stepped out of the shower, that's why I'm looking like this, but it is day 7 since I applied for my visa. Now they did say 10 days max for me to get my reply, as in you've succeeded in the application, but yeah, I was hopeful that's gonna be less than that, because when my sister went and applied for her tourist visa to South Africa earlier this year, she got it back in like 5 days. So I was hopeful, but it's no train smash, you know, 7 days. It's just, I'm like counting down the days because my anniversary is on the 11th of November, so very soon, and I wanted to surprise my girl by being there so we can celebrate our anniversary. It's our 3rd year anniversary. So yeah, no train smash, but wish they already had replied, you know, but we go for longer and just cross fingers that everything comes correct, you know. So it is week 2 of waiting for the embassy to reply back, and this one was a tough one to take because, you know, it means that I'm not going to be in South Africa for my anniversary with my girlfriend, so that was tough news to share, but we can't really do anything about it, you know. Now I called them and they're like, what type of visa are you asking for? And I was like, a study. And they're like, oh, that's why. And I was like, why didn't anybody tell me this then? And she tells me it could take up to like 4 to 8 weeks. And yeah, I'd seen it online, but I was just set on 10 days because everyone kept telling me 10 days, oh, see you in a bit, see you in a bit. Anyways, that's week 2. Wish me luck, man. Week 3, still waiting. Week 4, still nothing. Week 5. Week 6 and still nothing. Today is exactly 7 weeks. The fingers crossed, prayers up. Let's see. Okay, so today is exactly 8 weeks. Yeah, is it tough to be waiting this long? A whole 2 months? Yes, but you gotta do it, so there's no choice. Even if I speak so much, it's like you're just gonna have to do it, innit, and just persevere. But it is tough. It is very, very tough. Week 9 and still nothing. So today it is exactly week 10, and the crazy thing is that even though we started it well before the holidays, obviously now it's gone to the holidays and people on vacation and that, and so when are they gonna be back? I don't know. It is week 11 today and still nothing. I actually called them and they said there was some sort of delay, the embassy, because this is the VFS office and not the actual embassy. So they said there's an issue with, I don't know, they briefed them saying like there's some sort of delay for all long-term visas. So that was obviously a bummer because no one can actually guarantee me anything. Like they can't say, oh yeah, next week you're getting it for sure. So there's that as well, but there goes electricity. Welcome to Congo. Today is exactly 12 weeks. 3 whole months since I was at that office dropping off all my paperwork. But today it's a little different. Here's what happened yesterday, and then we sit down and chat. So it's like, so you know, so I was just there like, dude, Wednesday, can I hear it? You know, can I hear from them?
Yeah.
And then, by the way, we're doing this because Sifa put some oils in my scalp, bro.
You need to tilt your head to get the products in.
But they need to hear, they need to see me. So anyways, so it's like, you know, it's one of them where it's like, bro, what are the odds that I went like, no, God, show me by Wednesday. And then today, last night I was literally like, Lord, you have like 24 hours, you know, like surely, you know, surely something. So now I'm gassed, bro. Like obviously now it's like crazy because
you have to wait 4 days.
I have to wait 4 more days because today it's tomorrow is a public holiday,
and
long weekend and Friday. So yeah. But anyways, should I call Nyanka?
Of course. You have to tell everybody.
Okay. So let me tell Dad. Let me call.
Yeah,
let me
let's
call
call
him.
Dad. Let's call
yeah,
Dad.
let's call him. Let's call him.
Right.
Tell him. Okay. Hello, Dad. Yeah, I just wanted to share some news. Like I just got that email from the embassy saying that my stuff is there at the VFS office now. So we have to just go and like pick it up. So obviously it doesn't say no, but they close tomorrow. Remember, because it's a public holiday. So I don't know, we're just laughing over here with Sifa because she's like, I trust God to make you until Monday, imagine the long weekend. But also they don't say.
That is a great news.
Yeah.
To celebrate.
Yeah.
Wine, we need
wine. Yeah.
Champagne.
Yeah, so that's the thing. We have to look good, you know.
Yeah, I know.
Still to get the shave though.
She'll be wondering, like, why is Joël calling me on video?
Hello. I'm good. How are you? We got Sifa over there filming.
I see you have a good news to give me.
Of course, I got good news to give you.
How did you know, Mom?
Yeah.
We don't have to show me.
It's just the message. They sent me the email to say that I must come pick it up. Like it's they've given me an answer that side. I must go see the answer there. So I have to go on Monday because tomorrow is a public holiday, you know. For 3 months, I waited. Never did I envision this. Denial. Due to the mad traffic, my dad and I ended up walking. not ideal, as all I wanted to do in this moment was just to process what had just happened. The disappointment. My heart shattered. Later, it was confirmed that the reason why I was denied my visa was down to human error. One simple mistake, where I believe they contacted the wrong branch of the school I was accepted at. One mistake and 3 months down the drain. Or so I thought. See, on this walk I noticed something. I didn't know it then, but almost exactly 1 week later, my country would descend to utter chaos due to the war in Goma. The chaos I felt internally in this moment was to be experienced externally as well. Oh, the guilt I'd felt. Look around you, Joël. The world is hurting. As I passed my first ever school, I felt so much gratitude, and through it, I understood something. The hurt I was feeling, we all have felt or are feeling it still at one point or another. I was always waiting for the perfect time to express those feelings through a carefully curated short film, but God was telling me it won't always go that way, and that there's no better time than the present. Thus here I am, under the scorching sun, a fitting metaphor for my life. A whisper reminds me that everything will be okay in the end, and if things still aren't okay, then it surely is not the end. Keep going. Listen, for this one, we first have to take a good sip, you know? Don't forget to hydrate, kids. It's important. What am I on? Third thing. And this is probably not just the culmination of everything that has happened, some that I haven't even spoken to you guys about. It's tough to show up at your best, to always show up every day, 100%, give it your best, and you're happy, you're smiling and everything like that. It's gonna, as with life, it ebbs and flows, you know. Maybe your best happens to be 40% on the day, and that should be fine, you know. I am so thankful and grateful to God for having given me a girlfriend that understands that more than anybody. As you can imagine, obviously, her having the kind of access and proximity to me means that she will get the best versions of me, but unfortunately she will also get the worst versions of me, because when I do not show up at 100%, when I am feeling like it's just been ripped away from me, it is really tough to show up in my relationship the best way, or how I know I can be, how I know I should be. I hate seeing people hurt, and hurt knowing that it's because of me or what I'm going through. That I turn this side, I'm not doing good. I turn on the other side, my surroundings are not good. So much uncertainty and problems on top of problems that it's tough to see the other side. And to go back to my point, as I diverted quite a bit, for my girl, it's so tough, I can imagine, because how many times has she cried, or even her family, you know, like when I've shared news, for example, this didn't go so well and this and that, and it's like, I hate it so much, guys, you have no idea. Like, I genuinely get so emotional, even just like thinking about it, that I'm bringing people like hurt, and I really hate that so much. I'd rather go and be solo, you know, and people just think that, Joël just disappeared, you know, and he doesn't really want to talk to anybody, but know that I'm okay. But for her, I can't do that, because I can't lie to her. We're gonna go on a call every single day, and I have to tell her what I'm feeling, what I'm going through, and to know that me doing that for her is having her going to bed in tears, it hurts me. And that is something that affected me, I think, more than I gave it credit for, and I'm learning. I think this month of Feb not only am I entering, I mean, I've already entered my late 20s, but like, it feels like cemented that I'm in my late 20s, you know, and that I want to be so different, man. Like, I want to grow more than I ever have in any given period of time. And whether it's physically, emotionally, spiritually, like, I'm going on a journey, and I'm going to take you guys along. And I know it's going to be okay, you know? And I think that's the main message that I want to get into, is that no matter how many L's you take, man, like, it's going to be okay. Lastly, I just wanted to say that, sure, every single thing that I've just said now is sad, you know? It has... Before knowing I was going to make this video, I was like, it has ruined my 2025. And you know, when I was praying about it, God showed me something. And it is something that I wanted to share, because I want this to not only serve as, like, to testify for me, but also to be something that can inspire you to look at your own life, like, whether things have gone exactly how you wanted them to go. And, you know, especially January is like is the month where, you know, everyone has like all their stuff together, and you know, and they're trying to do more, etc., etc. I'm one of those guys. Quite literally, me and my girlfriend sat down and we made a whole new vision board, and our goals, we wrote it down and stuff. And haven't had the January that I just had, on anyone it would be tough. But my message, or the message that I got from God, was that, you know, with faith as little as a mustard seed. Now, I don't have a mustard seed around. We are in Congo after all, and I do have grains of rice. So let me just go grab some. So, this is the grain. Quite, I don't know if you'll be able to see, but I hope you can. I hope you can see that. It is quite insignificant in it. The point of it is, at least in the Bible, it's written that, you know, with faith as little as a mustard seed, you could tell a mountain to go from here to there, and it will, because we have so much power in our words. And this is not like a religious thing or anything like that. It's just, honestly speaking, whether you believe in what God has said, or if you believe in affirmations or whatever it may be, you know there's a single truth that is paramount to everything that you may believe in, which is, you can speak a lot into existence. You just have to believe. But in spite of the hurt, if you can wake up every single day being grateful that you've woken up, you know, because I think we don't put enough emphasis on that kind of blessing. Because I saw a thing on Instagram. This guy was asking someone, how would you feel if I gave you $1 million right now? Like, okay, how about I make it 10 million right now? You can go do whatever you want with it. It will be like the greatest day of your life. You didn't do anything. Someone just came and gifted you 10 mil. Brother, do you know what I'm saying? And then he was like, but what if I gave you that money on one condition? And that condition was, you don't get to wake up the next day. And you kind of pause and think to yourself that all of a sudden that 10 million seems like it's not enough. It seems like, what's the point of having that money if you're not really going to get to enjoy it, because you'll touch it and you die? Waking up is worth more than 10 million. And you kind of have to stop and think about it. What do you mean? But then it hits you. Waking up is such a big blessing. You can't buy that. Oftentimes we let that not be things that we really are super grateful for. We're even aware of it, that we are awake. And so what I'm trying to say here, and to close it off, is if you wake up grateful in spite of your situation, and if you can, even if it's just a whisper to yourself, where you say like, I may not understand how it's gonna happen, but it's gonna be okay. I promise you this thing, and I'm making this video so that whether it happens for me in a couple of days or a couple of weeks, couple of months, couple of years, we're gonna come back to this video and I will tell you, it's no big secret. You wake up grateful even when you don't feel like you wanted to. Okay? and you have a little bit of faith. Even if that faith looks insignificant as that grain of rice, just believe that it's gonna be okay. You don't have to go scream it at the mountaintops. You just have to believe it in your heart that it's gonna be okay. And I promise you, it will. Because every single day the sun will shine and your time will come too. So I hope this has helped you. It has certainly helped me in processing a lot of things, and it has shown me a lot about myself, about God, about the people that I have around me. And above all, the one thing I take away from it is that the way I planned my year, I had the vision of it being a great year, and probably it would have been. And right now I'm sad not knowing what's gonna happen, where I'm going to be, how I'm going to get there, what am I going to do. But the same thing keeps coming back to me over and over again. What I may have planned might have been good, but what he has planned is gonna surpass any of that. And like I said, we'll come back to this, and you're gonna be like, you were right. And I pray the same for you as well, that if things didn't quite go the way you wanted them to go, especially at the start of the year, don't give up. Keep showing up for yourself. Keep having that faith. And I promise you, with everything I know, because this is not my first rodeo, it may have been the worst one, but it's not the first. And I don't think it is yours either. Keep the faith up. Keep being grateful. Speak truth in your situation. Speak abundance in your situation. I promise you it will come. Anyways, I love you all, and thank you for holding the space for me. I don't know how long this video is, but I can imagine it's pretty long. The next video I'm going to make is probably about my first year on YouTube, because I believe the anniversary is creeping up on us right now. So I will make a video on that, and I will explain how I imagine my channel will be. Because one thing that's for sure is that it's a new era. I truly do feel that it's about to be a powerful run, and it's only gonna be onwards and upwards from here. So stick along with me. Subscribe if you haven't. Share this with someone that you think would benefit from this and what's to come, and let's do this. Again, I love you, and I'm praying for you. All right, enough of that soppy stuff. Oh man.